I think I yawned about 4 or 5 times during No Naps, and not because it's a boring episode. This is the second segment of the third episode of the 6th season of Rugrats. And in this one, Stu gives Angelica the Merry Magic Music Ball, and as soon as I saw that ball, the episode came flooding back to me. Not all of it, but it triggered a memory, and it's this beautifully designed pink ball, and you press a button, and this little carousel comes out and plays music, and it's absolutely stunning. And the babies want to play as well, but Angelica says it's just for grown-up kids. And she challenges the babies, if they can stay awake during nap time, that will prove they're grown up enough to play with the ball. But she's not going to make it easy for them. When it comes to their nap time, which is conveniently pretty much at the same time, she decides to try various different things to make them fall asleep. I think the thing with the peas was good. It was beautifully animated. They got the colour of the mushy peas just right. And it's unclear whether any of the babies are gonna, well, if all of the babies are gonna fall asleep. And actually what happens I hadn't expected. I thought it was pretty well written, well developed, a really interesting narrative. But I did yawn. I yawned so much. It must have been at least 4 or 5 times. And I've actually had to pause this recording at least 3 times to yawn because it's so infectious. So it did make me very sleepy, but for all of the right reasons. And ultimately what happened I rather enjoyed. I also thought it was quite nice that Angelica was testing the babies, but she wasn't necessarily being nasty as such, you know. I feel like Angelica more recently isn't as nasty to the babies. She takes advantage of them, but compared to the earlier seasons, I feel like she's not as nasty. She's more just an opportunist almost, which is nice enough. That's not to say she's not always she's never nasty, because there are certainly times when she is. But it's a good episode. I really enjoyed it. It's also nice to get a little bit of a break from Dill, because we've had pretty much 5 segments back to back that are quite Dill heavy. Even though poor Tommy was exhausted because Dill had been crying all night. But yeah, I thought it was a pretty decent episode.